TitleMatchNetwork.com.
We were more, when our names are together, we're more known as not getting along. But there was a majority of the time, I mean, we rode with them guys too for a while. And the heat with Shawn just started because, I mean, there was rumors about him and Tammy, but it started even before that just because he can be a dick sometimes, you know. And it started one night we were in Springfield, Massachusetts, and there was a lumberjack match with Shawn and Brett and, you know, all of us on the outside. And the finish was Shawn takes the bump over, all the heels in their baby faces, we all go with our guy, and just Owen and Davey, I think, were supposed to get to Shawn and throw him back in for Brett to beat him. Well, they go into the spot of the match, and well, here comes Shawn. He takes a big bump over the top and lands right at my feet. And now, Phineas, not the fastest man in the world, is way over there. I mean, that's not his fault. I could have ran and got him, but he falls at my feet. Davey and Owen are over there, like, you know, fucking around. They always, where's the house shows? They're fucking, like, you know, playing practical jokes on each other or something. I'm like, well, damn, somebody better kick him. So I fucking kick him. And he looks up and starts yelling at me. Stopped selling and was hot. We got in the back. And 1, 2, 3 Kid did the same thing. He was next to me, so we both put the boots to him. He got back and screamed at both of us. Which, in the big picture of things, as I got older and when I went to ECW and I was, I mean, not in his same role, but like a guy who was higher up on the card, and we were going through problems there, and guys lower on the card would do something stupid, and I was a hothead too. So sometimes you would yell at somebody, but when somebody yells at you, you act and you fucking yell back, which, you know, didn't really get over with him too well. And then he thought I wanted to fight him, so we're going out to the parking lot that night, and he was like, oh, you want to hit me, and like, you know, and Vince and Hunter are like holding him back, and I'm like, I don't want to fight anybody. I'm like, but don't fucking yell at me, you know. I mean, I was wrong. I was wrong. What the fuck do you want me to do? You landed right at my fucking feet, and we just became, you know, business was really bad at the time. So I mean, everybody wasn't making fantastic money. I mean, and there was all the pressure was being put on his shoulders because he was the guy that was supposed to be drawing the houses, and just through no fault of anybody's, there was not many people there. So I guess he was feeling the pressure of being in that spot, and it was a spot that he felt he deserved for a longer time than, you know, like he's finally getting the shot he thought he deserved. Here I was, a young, abrasive guy, pretty much the same. I think we didn't get along because we were too much the same person. We were both young, and we were both fucking wise asses, and we both thought we were really good at what we did. But he was, you know, a couple years older than me, so was already in that spot, and I was in the spot that he used to be in as the young guy underneath, who people are kind of saying is good. So when the guy above you, who's supposed to, you know, who's the top guy, yells at you, then you're a dick right back to him. So we didn't mix well after that.
What was the actual story with him and Tammy? And I mean, how would you deal with all that?
Well, it's, first of all, when there's a girl in the business, you're surrounded by guys who are on the road for a long period of time, who are also full of testosterone, and we're, from the very fact that at some point in our lives, we say that we want to be professional wrestlers, we're obviously something fucking mentally wrong with us. Okay, so that's number one. You get all those guys and you put us together, and we have to travel around together in, you know, in a cosmetic business and stuff. You know, I mean, there's different people act different ways. And then you throw a few girls into the mix, but back then you threw just one girl into the mix. I mean, there was going to inevitably be something said, and you have nobody else. I mean, you're a guy on the road. You have your wife, your girlfriend's home. There may not be a rat in the town that day. You have to look at somebody, and she's the thing closest to you. I mean, so there's going to inevitably be rumors and stuff said and whatnot. But the thing with Shawn is he was 24 hours a day the Heartbreak Kid. He wasn't just a guy who played a character. He was, you know, he thought, or whether he really did think it, whether he was just doing it just to fuck with me, or just he, you know, legitimately tried to act like the Heartbreak Kid 24 hours a day. So I mean, at first it didn't bother me because it's common sense that shit's gonna be said. But we were together fucking 24 hours a day. I mean, even when I'm in the ring, she's right fucking next to me. So I mean, if the only time anything does happen, and I have the tape of it, there was also a goat involved, and I'll sell it to you for a lot more money. But I mean,
so there is no tape of her and Shawn, because there's rumors that there was a tape.
No.
Okay.
Well, if there was, wouldn't somebody fucking have it? Of all people, wouldn't you fucking have it?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you did, wouldn't it be in your newsletter gimmick and you'd be fucking selling it?
Basically.
You know?
So the rumors of her and Shawn are pretty much not true.
Well, I'll put it this way. I mean, I would, you know, like to just believe that nothing happened. If something, like, I'm sure if something did happen, they're not going to fucking tape it, for God's sake. I mean, that would be just stupid to fucking do. But they're...
Did it ever get to the point where you actually had to question Tammy on and be like, yo, this is what I'm hearing?
No, I mean, well, you question your... I mean, people are married for 40 years, and they're like, you know, and they go out to dinner with their secretary or something, the wife gets hot. I mean, it's just human nature. So, I mean, especially, and being, you know, and being young and abrasive, too. I mean, so, of course, you questioned it, and it caused arguments between us and stuff like that, but, I mean, there's nothing she could have done about it. I mean, there's stuff is going to be said because she was the only girl, plus she was the top girl, and Shawn's the top guy. So, like, and, you know, in the smart fans' eyes, too, I remember, like, people would be like, yelling stuff to me because in their eyes it made no sense for the girl who was, like, the top girl in the business. Well, why the fuck is she going out with Skip? You know what I mean? It didn't seem like a fucking, like, a perfect match to anybody, you know what I mean? But, you know, you couldn't get around stuff being said. It was just obvious that it was going to fucking have to happen, you know?
What about the Davey Boy Smith rumors? There's all rumors about her and Davey Boy.
Yeah, and I didn't even hear that one until recently, and the poor guy's already been gone for quite a long time. We rode with Davey all the time, you know, and we were always together. But Davey wasn't even the guy that would, like, you know, he never, like, rattled around or anything like that either, you know. Because Diana would legitimately fucking be able to kick his ass. She stretched me, Dustin, and Stone Cold one night in the Cow Palace in San Francisco in like 35 seconds. Like, Stu was teaching me this move, Skip. Can I show it to you? I'm like, yeah, Diana. It's like, here, she put me in it. It's like, try and get out. I tried to get out, and she, boom, had me. And then Dustin's like, God, Doom did to him, and Steve's, you guys are fucking stupid. And he choked him out, too. So Davey didn't fuck around with anybody.
All right.
No, and, when I was talking to Kevin Sullivan about going, all of a sudden, like, out of the blue one day, I have a phone call, and Kevin Nash, I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, listen, dude. He's like, no, you know, we had heat before. He's like, it was, you know, childish bullshit. I hope you're not, you know, mad at me. I'm like, well, I got a house I got to pay for. Last thing I want to do is not get a job, so I'm fucking mad at Kevin Nash. He was like, you know, I just want to let you know, he's like, I'm not going to try and hold you from coming in. He's like, we need, you know, somebody who can, you know, who could work. So I'd love to have you. And we got there, he was fantastic, and we've been, I mean, not super tight, but I mean, we're friends. And I hadn't talked to Scott. Last time I saw him was when me and Shane kicked him out of that show in Orlando. When he came to the ECW show,
yeah.
we kicked him out.
I remember that, yeah.
So I get to the Nitro one night, and everybody's coming back from Germany, and Scott missed the plane because he was going to be detained in the airport or some kind of shit. He gets there really, really late. He walks in, and we're in Philly, where the catering room has all those mirrors around it. So me and Tammy sit down, Kevin sits down, he's talking, being cool, and there's an empty seat right here next to me. I look in the mirror, all of a sudden here comes Scott walking in. He looks at me and looks at Kev, looks at me, and I see him in the mirror laughing, gets his plate of food. He sits down, just ignores me. He goes, hey, Kev, I ever tell you about the time I went to that ECW show and those fucking dicks kicked me out? I was like, oh, man. And then he just fucking turned to me, and we've just been... And he wasn't there that much because he was going through his problems then, so I didn't see him all that often. But then he came to New Japan when I was there, and it was like my second tour. It was 4 weeks. Scott Norton left it for the first two, and Scott Hall's coming in the second two. So we get on the bullet train that morning. They put you in the first class car. So the place treated you amazing. Well, you have to sit in the, you know, your assigned seat. So I'm sitting in my thing. I'm like, there's nobody sitting next to me. I'm like, you know, my fucking luck. Scott Hall's going to sit next to me. All of a sudden he comes walking down the thing. He looks at his ticket, looks at me. He's like, yeah. And the seats like facing each other. He sits down. He goes, well, they put the two fuck ups together. He goes, let me ask you, dude. He's like, why are you such a dick to me in New York? I said, I was a dick to you. I said, you were a dick to me. He goes, I knew it was one of us.
That's awesome.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.